What is up, everybody? Dan the fireman here at Indian Motorcycle Tucson. Look at all these freaking bikes. There's my bike over there. I rode here. Ooh, there's a box on that bike. Cool. Anyways, we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be riding this bike. First Indian FTR 1200S to show up to Indian Motorcycle Tucson. Mine's on deposit. This isn't exactly mine. I got a red and a gray one, and I'm super excited. We're gonna be riding this. I got my camera up here, and this is just going to be a quick little demo type ride type thing. I'm gonna mess around a lot when my bike comes in, and I cannot wait. And here's the keys. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a walk around. You guys already saw my previous video back in, I think, last year, November, where I kind of did a walk around and all that stuff. And I'm super excited. Oh my gosh, these tires are still brand new. Got 9 miles, so I can be a little bit safe. So what I'm gonna do is let's just go ahead and turn it on real quick. Let's take a look at some of this stuff. Full gear Indian FTR 12 hundo. Okay, it's doing its check. I think it's still got, does it have its brights on? Okay, warning, failure, pay attention. Okay, so this is that's pretty cool. Traction control, a lot of cool things, loading the gauges, so it takes a little bit of time. Let's mess around with it real quick. Gauges, I like night mode or something. So standard, rain, sport. Let's do auto. Let's just do auto. Excuse me, I just burped. So it's only got 10 miles on it. It looks like it's still got its brights on. Where's the brights? All right, so the brights right there. Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and turn you on 360 camera, and that way you can see my beautiful face. So before I jump in and jump on and like take off on the bike, the main thing is you want to double check. Oh yeah, it's a little bit high. Main thing, you want to double check how the clutch and everything works. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this situated. You always want to find the friction zone. Okay, so any new bike that you test ride, demo ride, or whatever it is, you want to find the friction zone and see how the brakes are feeling. Kind of get a feel for the ergonomics. Let's go ahead. There we go. Turned on. Is it on? Come on, turn on, buddy. There we go. Sync you up. All right. So everything's secured. Everything's secured. One thing you want to do is double check, like I said. So let's go ahead. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. I like it. Sounds really good. Now, once again, I'm going to check the friction zone. So what I'm doing right here is the friction zone. It's pretty good. Okay, so pretty good. Very good. Cool. I'm going to be following him, and we're going to do a quick demo ride. We're good, man. Full gear. Indian Motorcycle Tucson. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, so turn signals on the left side. Cool. Pretty bright. That's really nice. I do have to look down, so that's something that I'm not used to. As a cruiser, I'm a little bit lower into the back, and I can kind of see, but this thing is really bright. That's awesome. Oh, there's a plug. There's a USB port right here. That would help out so much. I can have a USB plug going to this camera, and that will make it to where this camera will never die on me. All right, here we go. Oh, it's a little quiet. It's a little quiet, but honestly, I don't care, boys. This is the first ride of the Indian FTR 1200S in Tucson, Arizona by a motovlogger. He actually rode it earlier today. He put on the 10 miles. So he's the first one in Tucson to ride this thing. Super excited. Make sure this is recording because I would not want to ruin this thing. Guys, this is more of a vlog. Once again, I talked so much about specs. I've been anticipating this thing for years, absolute years. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm going to do some changes to this bike, well, my bike. I'm going to make the panels white. They have some that you can get at Indian. I'm going to get a, what else is there? There's the luggage rack. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to post a picture of the one I created on the Indian's website. Oh, I'm getting a good feel for this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm riding this. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so much power. Oh. Oh, I'm barely twisting the throttle. So the throttle is pretty snappy. It's pretty good. This is in standard mode. Oh, it's a gear indicator too. It tells you the engine temp, engine oil temp. Temperature outside, it's 92 degrees. So used to that. That's not a big deal. So there's a traction control on this bike. I can feel it. I can feel the front end raised a little bit, but then I can definitely tell the traction control, the wheelie assist is on there. Oh, I gotta get used to the rear controls. I'm like reaching forward for the rear brake, and so that's just something I gotta get used to. Oh my gosh, the brakes are very responsive too. All right, are we turning on Prince? Nope. Oh. Oh, hey, I have mirrors up here. I'm used to having no mirrors. I can't. This is so awesome. Guys, I'm so happy about this. I've had a deposit since like last October or something, like a long time ago, September, October. So it's been over half a year since I've had a deposit on the FTR 1200. And I'm super excited to finally get one. I'm looking for somebody to buy my Sportster, 5K and it's yours. I actually found somebody, but that doesn't mean you can't try, buzz. And on 5K is a good price because at the end, these brakes are very responsive. I think if there's anything I'm gonna change, once again, if you ever get a bike, you change some things up. So I'd probably put the levers up more parallel to the ground, because it feels like I'm reaching quite a bit. But these are adjustable. These are adjustable! Adjustable brake levers. So it's a little bit powerful. Once again, all the specs are in previous videos and you can find that online. This is my fangirling. I've never smiled and laughed this much on a bike before. I really haven't. Oh, jeez. I've test rode Indian Scouts. I've test rode their big bikes right here. He's riding the Springfield, I believe. So we're turning right. Let's see how it does in the turn. Good ergonomics. Good oh, I feel great on the bike. It feels smooth. I feel like I'm riding a sport bike, but I'm riding a flat tracker, it's a bike that's inspired by the flat tracker, the FTR 750, I believe. Yeah, the FTR 750 that they've been using for many, many years, dominating the flat track. And now this is what do we call this? Is this a street tracker, a flat tracker? What is this, guys? Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh, adjustable front suspension, adjustable rear monoshock, double Brembo brakes up front. So much customization, and that's one. Oh, gear indicator, neutral. I love it, nice. Dude. I love it. I'm a little short, yeah, but you're not bad. Your heels are almost touching. Yeah, so I feel comfortable like this. Perfect. I'll open it up on the highway. Awesome. He's gonna open it up on the highway. Oh my gosh. So this is the typical demo ride that we do for demo rides. Ride Arizona MTC and Indian Motorcycle Tucson, we do the demo rides here. So this is the route we take. So it's actually really cool because we leave the dealership as a whole group. You know, it's very safe. We have a lead and somebody in the rear and a tail. And those are MSF rider coaches. Usually always Trina and Steve, great people, very smart. And I would love to help, but I've been to a few of them. And so what we do is we go down Oracle, we come down, I think this is Prince, something like that. No, the Grant? I don't know, what is it? Oh, let me check. Miracle Mile, please. And what we do is we get on the interstate, that way you can test ride in town, and you can test ride opening it up to get the interstate speeds and see how you feel. So it's like the perfect demo ride. Oh my gosh. I am the first motovlogger in Tucson to demo ride the Indian FTR 1200. I'm not like super duper sponsored like some of the big people out there. You know, Chase on Two Wheels got, whoa, watch out. Chase on Two Wheels got sent out to REVZILLA. You know, he got paid to go there and play around. You know, all the press gets, you know, fancy smancy early releases, production models, but early releases. Here, I had to wait for it to come out onto the show floor, and thank Thank you, Indian Motorcycle Tucson, for letting me demo ride this. I do have my deposit, and right now, I told everybody I was going to put the FTR on hold until I get the truck or trailer, or not truck or trailer, the truck or the van for the DDFM USA tour. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I could sell, I'm going to sell my Sportster. That way, you know, I told myself I would never sell it. I would never sell my Sportster. Too much nostalgia, too much stuff. But I'm going to tell you what, guys, it's been so long. I haven't had a new bike, and I haven't had a bike that I feel like fits me. And this right here fits me. So whenever you go out, here's the thing with the demo rides, like, you throw your leg over as many bikes as you can and demo as many as you possibly can that you're allowed to. We're gonna turn right. That way you get a feel for it, because I've sat on bikes, I'm like, man, I love this bike, I want to get the bike. Like the Indian Scouts, I'm like, I want to get the bike, but then I'm gonna let him get it. But then, like, I'm over here riding this. Oh my God. Gosh, I mean, oh, no way. And the brakes are so responsive. So the turn signals are they're good. They poke out right next to your thumb. Not an issue. What does this button do? Stuff, I'm sure. Oh my gosh. Do you have... Oh, cruise control! I forgot! No, I need to turn it on, so push the button in. Okay, cruise control's on. So how do I... So it's cruise control's off. Let's cruise control on at 68. Let's see if it maintains it. No. I gotta figure out... I gotta look at the... I gotta look at all that stuff. So let's turn cruise control off so I don't accidentally turn it on. I'm gonna mess around with that on my bike whenever I get it, guys. This feels good. This feels good. Now, I have to remember these are brand new tires, so I gotta be a little bit careful with them. Brand new tires still have a little bit of a different oil mixture when it comes to it, so you really want to warm up your tires before you accelerate too hard, brake too hard, turn too hard. But before we got on the interstate, I was able to actually warm it up. You know, it only takes about 5-10 minutes of warming up, and this is kind of one way of doing it, is by going back and forth. I'm getting a feel for the bike, the ergonomics. It's a little higher than my Sportster that I'm used to, but man, it feels good. I'm gonna try doing that at a slower speed. I'm going 68. So this feels a lot like what I was doing on the Sportster, how much harder it is to swerve back and forth. But these grips are actually really comfy. And looks like you can put bar end sliders on here. I'm definitely gonna get sliders and protection for the bike. Oh, at highway speeds, you got power. Oh, if you have to get out of the way, you got power. All right, we got a lot of traffic coming ahead. Looking for my escape routes. Once again, being safe about everything. Double check and do a head check so people that are merging don't hit me. Oh, that front brake feels good. Oh, the shifting is so simple. Now, people complain about sport bikes and these types of bikes not being loud. Honestly, I don't give a crap. I don't care. I don't care. Do not care. Oh, I can easily put a DDFM sticker on top of this thing. I love this. I love it. So I can replace these so everything looks like it's bolt-on. So the thing that I don't think this part right here is replaceable, but these are definitely replaceable. These are bolt-on. Once again, find the friction zone, get used to the friction zone, used to the throttle control. You could do that on any bike, get used to doing that on any bike, and then it's just a matter of transferring that knowledge and that skill to a different bike, and it's pretty easy. All right, so I'm gonna put on neutral so I don't have to hold on. I could point and everything. So we got the radiator, so that's something new I gotta deal with. I got a belt, that's something new I gotta deal with on my bike. Nikki has the Rebel, which has that. I think, I mean I never really sat back. I'm so used to being up here. This seat is comfy. Oh, I should have tested it at speed. Because on the bobber, when you test it and you really give it acceleration, it feels like your butt's gonna fall off. But this seat's really comfy. There's like a little divot right here. That's really nice. It's already 2-up capable. It's got passenger pegs. What else, man? I love the gold shocks, I really do. Or the suspension, I really do. I mean, I'll take off the reflectors. Oh, maybe not, just to be safe. Oh, God, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. It's so beautiful. So the gas tank is right below my butt, but you fill up right here. So like all of this right here, there's no gas tank. There's like the air box and stuff right here, I believe. At least that's what I remember from the diagrams. Now, one thing that I do see is that, let's see. Oh, feels good turning. Feels good turning. Just even that little bit, you start to realize, all right, sweet, we got an open lane. So what I was talking about, this tank. So it's not really a gas tank, it's these fender things. If I get white, I'm really concerned about scratching it. Let's see. Dude, even at speed, I had so much more to go. Yeah, and I didn't feel like I was falling off. This seat, it does. It's great. I love it. I gotta get used to the shifting. I shifted just like it was, I didn't have my visor down, so I was all like, ah, crap, what do I do? You know, shift visor? So I went a little bit too fast in first gear. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. Oh man. So what I was talking about this. Sorry guys, I get distracted. This is pretty much gonna be an unedited vlog other than switching cameras. Is that this is kind of wide. I feel like I'm gonna scratch. So I probably get some type of protectors on this for when I grab with my legs, and it's a little slippery. You know, it's not. I mean, when I ride, I really do grab. Like if I'm turning, like I'm really turning like this, I want to grab and have some grip. So without putting like skateboard tape and all that crap, I want to get maybe some like brown, because it's gonna be a white tank that I want to get. So I'll probably put like a brown tank thigh friction guard. And also, look at, I got a hole right here. I need to get new pants. Oh my gosh. Babe, please let me buy it. I'm gonna buy it. But still, please, give me your blessing. How about you guys? Write in the comments, give me your blessing if I could have this bike. I would love to have your blessing. I'm saving up and I am doing everything possible to get that truck or van so I could do that DDFM tour at 500 patrons or like really close to it. That is the goal. But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, guys, I really, oh geez, so much power. I really, really want this bike. I haven't had a new bike since 2011, really. I mean, the Rebel is Nikki's bike. This isn't mine. That isn't mine. I ride it, but oh, and imagine all the tour. Oh, imagine all the, like the camping, because this thing's got, it's got like track-inspired tires. These are special. I think they're Dunlops. I could be wrong. I'll annotate if I'm wrong. But these are specially designed for the Indian FTR. And if I get saddlebags and all this, oh, and cruise control, I could go long distance on this thing. It's comfy. I can go off-road, I can camp, maybe a whole new series, whole new builds. Oh my god, my creative mind is blowing up. I just realized I've been talking this whole freaking time. That's the, when you find a bike like this, guys, when you go out and test ride a bike and you're just constantly talking and you're having a good time, smiling, yeah, that's why. I just realized, though, my left hamstring is getting warm. There's no exhaust on that side. So once again, let's see. There's nothing there. I wonder if it's just the heat from the engine coming up. So that's something to keep an eye out. You know, just because, you know, you're getting super duper excited about something doesn't mean you try to find the negative and see what, if it still fits you. You know, it still fits you. I feel a little bit of heat right here on my left leg. A little bit of a heat. Interesting. I'll look more into that. Nothing on my right, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. Nothing on my right. It's all on the left. I'll ask Matt and I'll ask everybody at Indian Motorcycle Tucson what it's all about. It could honestly just be that, I mean, it's, how hot is it? It's 92 degrees outside. The engine oil temperature is only 178. It's not that bad. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking fun. So right here on these turns and stuff, I don't like to ride staggered because I don't want to be super close to the curb. So whenever you ride demos, or not demos, but if you ever ride with a group, let everybody know, hey, I don't feel comfortable being super close like that, because it makes the turn sharper. Oh, started in second gear. I am the first one to stall the Indian FTR 1200. Yeah, boy! But once again, if you stall, guess what happens? It is super simple, super easy. Pull in the clutch, hit the starter again, get going. Beginner mistakes still happen, but know how to fix it. Yeah, boys. And honestly, it didn't feel like it jerked me hard at all. Yeah, I still got to get used to it. See, that's the thing, is I'm so used to my my Sportster. It's 4-way stop, okay. I'm so used to my Sportster with 5 gears. This is a 6-speed. That's insane. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this thing. I'm loving it. This is so badass. Guys, we're coming up to the end of it, but I just want to let you guys know this is the first time I got to demo ride it. I don't personally have one right now. I would love to see if Matt can let me have this specific one, or Indian Motorcycle Tucson can let me have this specific one for about 6 months. I'm only going to put like 10,000 miles on it in the first 2 weeks, but still, you know, and I'll give it back. I don't want to make any payments. I'll give it back. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And I'm not even in sport mode. I'm not in rain mode. There's so many other modes on this thing. Once again, second gear. I'm in second gear. That's the problem. That's the problem. Let's go into first gear. That's 2 times stalling, but fixing it, pretty easy to do. 0 to the speed limit in like half a second. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. I love this thing. All right, this wasn't part of the deal. Hi, Matt. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah? I love it. Good. It's good? Oh yeah.
What don't you like about it?
That's hard to say.
Personally, riding with a full visor, you couldn't see this.
I mentioned that. I have to keep looking down. Yeah.
Off the road briefly, just to look down. Okay.
Yeah, I stalled twice. Oh, you can rotate them out.
Because they're rotated all the way in, so.
How do you like the foot pegs? I've heard a lot of like mixed emotions about those foot pegs.
I like them.
Those are the aftermarket Indian ones that are cleated.
Oh, I'll probably do that.
They are.
I have them on my Sportster, the cleated one, the bear claws. So far I like them. They're not too bad, but I like fatter ones. It's just better for the feet.
Yeah.
You mentioned to get these off,
Mm-hmm.
These are not your standard unscrew takeoff. There is a slide clip in there that you have to push in to release it so it slides out.
Oh.
So they're not standard. Yeah, they're not standard.
I'll be buying the service manual when I get it.
I love this dude. I don't know
Just
why.
because it says Brembo.
Yeah, dude, that looks clean, man. It lets you know like what's up. You know?
Also on the race replica, the stock pipes are the Akrapovic.
Jeez.
They're not that loud, huh?
But they're supposed to give a little more power or something. No, this I absolutely loved it. The only thing that what he said is you have to look down a little bit. But
How come you stalled? Like, what do you think?
oh, I was in second gear. I was in second gear at the light.
That's cool though. How's the brake response? I mean,
Oh, very.
It's pretty good.
Brake response is really good. Throttle response is like a little bit, and you go. So you really have to like figure out your. And that's with any bike. Like I did the same thing on the bigger bikes over here.
Yeah.
But I love it.
I like the heat shield. Very
Oh yeah,
I was surprised.
I was sitting up here, like my butt ended right here because that's how I ride on my Sportster sometimes.
Right.
But then I sat back and I felt it hold me, and I'm like, oh crap. And I still didn't feel like I was too far from the handlebars, and I'm short.